Good day, everyone. Hope you're doing okay. Out for a walk again this morning. It's around 7 and the humidity's high, 85 plus, and it's a good 80 degrees. Well, welcome to the Philippines. That's nothing new. I am taking a little route here I haven't been on before, so I am northeast of where I live, and a little further north than the last video walk. At any rate, I'm going to switch this around and show you around here. There's the main road. Oh, there's a, looks like this might be dead end, I'm not sure. This might be just a U. Morning. So that's the lawnmower there. They don't give you a lawnmower to do it? You have to do it by hand? That's a pretty big place. What is this? And on the other side, not much. Again, this might turn back into that road. We'll see. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, this looks just like a little, that might be too private there. So maybe I better not go around. It's okay, dogs. Well, by the thumbnail, you'll figure out that I was in a little accident. With all my driving experience and care, it can still happen. Apart from driving cars since I was 16, just apart from that, I mentioned before, after 2008, jobs were scarce. I was in real estate, had to get out for obvious reasons with the financial disaster that everyone would remember being there in 2008. I resorted to driving long haul. And calculating conservatively, I drove a little over 1.5 million miles, about 1.56 million. So with that, all that experience and care, I still got into an accident here. So how do you figure that? You just can't be too careful, and you don't want to be a slouch on the road, but at the same time you gotta be very mindful of what's in front of you, what's behind me. He says, "Hey Joe, That's what they call expats. Now with that cargo van, you'll realize that I don't have any view except in my mirrors. Can't see what's behind me. It's a huge drawback here, because normally you can, if you could see out a back window, you could see what's behind you and who's anticipating overtaking you, etc. Well, I just had my mirrors. So I was going into Robinson's, and there's a place on the side prior to where you can park, and my intent was to pull in there. Well, I was probably in the middle of my lane because I needed enough room to swing around, and had my signal light on for a left turn. At this point I had pretty much stopped. So before proceeding, after the oncoming traffic cleared, I checked behind me, nothing there, and quickly in front of me, it was clear, so I started to turn. Wasn't even out of my lane, and his bike hits me from the left side. So I guess signal lights don't mean much here. I mean, you just gotta keep your eyes peeled. But like I say, if it was a car, go home. Go home. Wasn't anticipating to lose dogs out here, but they're not too brave. You go home. They don't like this stick. I could give them a good reason to not like it. That's the first really hassle I've had from dogs in a long time. But as you can see, they're chickens, especially if you got something in your hand. Anyhow, I had my signal light on, and I just wasn't out of my lane, turned my wheels, and bang. And this kid must have been too close to see my signal. I don't know what the deal is there. So it was enough to. Good morning. It was enough to put the bike down, but he was going slow enough also that he just ran off the bike. He didn't fall or anything, which is a good thing. Good morning. So, but there you have an accident. So what to do? Well, here's what you don't do. When that happened, this is what you should not do, and I did. I turned the signal light off and put on the four-way flashers. I remember distinctly doing that. And now you should have left the signal light on, because they don't want you to move a car. And so he comes up, he says, "Look, your signal light's not on." And I said, "I had my signal light on." But it's word against mine now, right? So I was hoping to get a written statement from the police, and that did happen. And yeah, I had insurance, but it's minimal damage. And I just renewed with this new company, and I didn't want to exact a claim so quickly. So I didn't bother with it. However, let's talk about his damage. It wasn't visible. His foot rest on the right side caught the bottom corner of my bumper, as you can see in the thumbnail, and that pulled his handlebars into the truck, and you can see the dents there. But other than that, good morning, there was no damage to his bike at all, except a little scrape, about a 2-inch scrape, which I don't even know if that occurred there on the bottom edge of the back fender. So the police came, and yes, I did want to report. So we got to the police station, and took about 45 minutes for him to write it up by hand. And they said, so what are we going to do? Well, I know what that meant. Now, there apparently were cameras across the street that possibly caught the action, so I was hoping that would be available. But the policeman indicated that it would be at least 30 days. So I didn't want that hanging over my head. So I asked the cop for suggestions, and he said, well, you can give him a little money for the damage to his vehicle, to his bike. So I thought about that, and so I offered him $5,000. Let me say that he probably would have taken $2,000, but that's hindsight. At any rate, he quickly accepted that offer, and that was written up with a no fault on both sides, and with signatures and all that. So I don't regret giving him $5,000, because he had told his English wasn't really good, and that's a dead end. And he indicated to the cop that he was really happy at $5,000, because he had a child in the hospital that he couldn't pay to get out, and he was on his way, in fact, to the hospital right then with no money. So it's a blessing in disguise for him, I guess, because it wouldn't cost him, I don't think it would cost him anything, frankly, get that bike going again. It was carbureted, so with it laying on its side, he couldn't get it started. The old Honda. So that might take a few pesos, but anyway, I felt like, despite the damage I incurred, maybe that was a blessing for him. So at least that's one way to look at it. But yeah, you have a signal light on, you get an accident, you leave all your lights on. And that's what I did not do. And I believe that hurt me, though I think there would have been some money asked for anyway. So I'm hoping you can hear me, because it's pretty loud. I just may wait to get around the corner here. sidewalks. It's wider on the other side, so I'm going to get over. So I can't stress enough. I mean, care, triple looks. You make a right-hand turn with the signal on, and many times there's been a bike on both sides of me. How do they know I'm not going to cut it a little short or a little wide? I mean, and you can't, in that case, you can't go fast. You wonder why some of these drivers are so tentative and seemingly really slow. Well, perhaps they've had experiences like mine. So I'm more tentative now. But, I felt I was taking care of then, too. Morning. These trucks, sides lift up. That's unusually loud on that bike. That truck, they call it a 10-wheel wing truck. And that's how I moved my stuff from Mindanao to here. Cost of that? A little under $1,500. So driving here, it's another ball game. You just cannot drive like you did in your home country. You have to learn a whole new way of driving, and it's not easy. And I'd been driving already for well over a year here in the Philippines. I'm looking for a cross street to go south. All right, well, here you go. What are they doing? They're building a little, there's your drainage. Looks like they're gonna concrete that over. Well, I think I see where I'm going. A little quieter over here. I'm going very much east, southeast. So, at any rate, it's just one of those things that, and let me tell you that I have seen several accidents. I've seen since I've been here, it's what, 4 months. I've seen 3, and they all involve bikes. As you can tell by the traffic, it's heavy with bikes here, and they will do anything to get around you, even if they're turning shortly after they get around you. That's just how it is. Good morning. These low lines here, you'll find that everywhere. So a palm tree falls on them in a storm, you're going to be out a couple, 3 days out of power. Well, I'm not sure if this year is going to stroke me. Well, I hope not, because that music is not welcome on YouTube, unless they have pre-approved it on in their system. I'm not sure where this is going. As far as I'm concerned, it's going in the right direction, but excuse me. Morning.
Morning.
Well, off the main streets, this is what you see. And I don't know if there's a way out of here or not. Goes a little way. What do we got here? Oh, that looks like dead end. So we'll go this way. I welcome the shade. It's getting hot. No, you don't totally get used to the humidity, but when you anticipate a shower, it's not, it's not a big deal. Shower and air. So, and if there was anybody that hated humidity, it was me. There's a couple of typical bulls you'll see around here. It's a wonder they're not fighting, huh? Maybe too hungry to fight. Of course, there's lots of green grass for them. Typical living. I think I have an idea where we are. Yeah. Hey, goat. Those horns are pretty uninviting, aren't they? I have to keep eyes on my backside here. He's tied up. I'm not worried about it. Well, I thought this road went through. Maybe to the left up here. You see the sides of this house? Look at the hatch roof. It's woven strips of bamboo. The whole side of the house with those cross members to hold it in place. Yeah, air gets through there and lots of other things too. Well, I don't know. Is there an end here? Does this go through or no? No?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Maybe he's going to show me a way through. There should be.
Dai, moaging pariner, makapagi kag pariner. Matala siya gabay dalan kuno diha, duwa no. Ha? Degel.
Oh,
Ha? Dire, kapangutanag asa ni dalan.
no?
No.
That way and then
Yeah,
around?
yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Ni English na to kag sagol Bisaya.
Good morning. I'm sorry. I was just going for a walk. I didn't know if there's a road that went through.
Yeah.
Which way does it go?
No, there's no.
Oh, there's nothing.
There's nothing. The people, I permit them to pass because the older ones, I feel pity. So actually, this is a private.
Private.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, no problem.
I can't.
Where are you living here?
In this vicinity, over there, 2 or 3 blocks at the end. Yeah, I just walk. I get tired of going the same place all the time, you know. But I thought there's a road through here.
Where did you pass when you came here? Where did you pass?
Up from there.
Oh, from here.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to go back the same way unless I can get out that gate, but it doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can go here.
Can I?
Yeah.
And I'll hook it again. I'm sorry to bother you. I won't come back here again.
It's okay.
Yeah, you know, some of these.
Because the elders that going to church every Sunday,
Sure.
yeah, they're going to church. They had no right of way.
You mean all of those people?
Yeah.
Oh, and they come through here.
Well, because I
No right of way.
I really feel pity for them.
Yeah.
Because they have no road right of way.
Well, that's
Okay,
too
you're
bad.
welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much. Okay,
Eh,
you're welcome.
I won't bother you again, I promise.
No. It's okay. No, it's okay.
Okay,
You're not bothering me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye now.
Oh, careful.
Yeah, there's ditches all over.
Okay.
Okay, well, such is life. Yeah, there's ditches all over the place. Well, I'm gonna close this down before it gets boring for you. Maybe it already is. So take care all. Until next time. Bye-bye now.